Hello, my friends, Evolutionary Energy Arts family. So, guys, I want to talk a little about heavy metal detoxing, especially detoxing from aluminum, because aluminum is everywhere around us. You know, for so long we had aluminum cookware, some of us still do, and there is aluminum all over above us. As you see some photos here that I'm sure many of you will recognize. You know, two of the primary things in these items that we see in the sky are aluminum and barium. And, aluminum is building up to such a high degree all around us. It's been shown that it's in tremendous concentrations in the wild and just in our soil. And obviously it's getting into our lungs and it's getting into our bloodstream and it's building up in our bodies. And as this says on Natural News, you're being poisoned with aluminum, but silicon-rich foods and enhanced water can help your body eliminate it quick. And as we've talked about, we have to be detoxing every single day. Really, it has to be a way of life that we're always cleansing ourselves of this overload of certain things that are just around us right now in abundance. Aluminum is the most abundant metal found in the Earth's crust, though it is always found in combination with other elements such as oxygen or silicon. As a metal, it's used in a variety of common goods, such as cans and cookware, but aluminum compounds often find themselves in a variety of other applications, such as water treatment, antacids, antiperspirants, cosmetics, buffered aspirin, and a number of food additives. Aluminum salts are also used in a number of vaccines as well. Every day we're exposed to aluminum through the food we eat, the air we breathe, the water we drink, and even from the ground beneath our feet. According to the CDC's Agency for Toxic Substances and Disease Registry, the average adult in the United States eats about 7 to 9 milligrams of aluminum every day in their food alone. And both adults and children can be exposed to aluminum via vaccination. Aluminum is omnipresent in our world. Doesn't mean it's safe. Several studies have demonstrated a connection between aluminum and Alzheimer's disease in humans, and animal studies have shown that the nervous system is a prime target for aluminum toxicity. And so Professor Chris Exley of Keele University is known as something of an expert in the field of aluminum toxicity, especially the metal's relationship to Alzheimer's disease. In late December, Exley and his colleagues published research confirming that this toxic relationship exists, and discovering that high amounts of aluminum were present in the brains of people diagnosed with the familial Alzheimer's disease. And now, new research by Exley and his team has shown that there may be a way to inhibit the ill effects caused by this ubiquitous metal. Over the last 10 years, Exley and his colleagues have been investigating the effectiveness of silicon-infused water and how that could help against the toxic effects of aluminum. And so what they uncovered is that drinking silicon-enhanced water can dramatically reduce the burden of aluminum being placed on your body by increasing the rate at which it's expelled. In one case, silicon-infused water helped to reduce aluminum levels by 70% over the course of a 12-week study. The soluble form of silicon, called silic acid, that was in the enhanced water used for the study actually binds to aluminum and creates hydroxyaluminosilicate. This compound can then be easily filtered from the blood and excreted out of the body through the kidneys via the urine. And what's even more interesting, however, was that they're finding that drinking the silicon-enhanced water actually boosted cognitive function in people with Alzheimer's. Past research has also demonstrated that consuming silicon-rich foods and beverages can help reduce the amount of aluminum present in body tissues. In a 1998 study led by researchers from the University of Barcelona, they found that rats consumed silicon-infused drinking water had lower levels of aluminum in their brains, livers, bones, spleens, and kidneys. 3 groups of rats were given 450 milligrams of aluminum nitrate monohydrate 5 days a week for 5 weeks. The positive control group received only the aluminum. 2 groups also received differing amounts of silicon in their drinking water, either 59 or 118 milligrams per liter. The fourth group was utilized as a negative control group, which received neither the aluminum or the silicon. The researchers found at the end of the study that the two groups receiving silicon had less aluminum accumulation in all tissues than the positive control group. So that shows that this could be effective against the neurotoxic effects of aluminum. And so if you want to protect yourself against the toxic effects of aluminum, it certainly seems silicon-rich water may be your best bet. And I'll have all the links for you guys so you could get into this and check it out. This is out of The Truth About Cancer, and it's about aluminum toxicity, 4 ways to detox your body and your brain. And there is most definitely a connection between this, and there's also a connection between what we talk about every day, and a word that begins with C and ends with S, and if you look up, I'm sure you'll see some. And that's been increasing, and we have the increase in Alzheimer's, but it's not just Alzheimer's. There's more things that this is doing to your body, and it's not a healthy situation. So 4 things you could do now is to avoid products that contain aluminum. So first step in any detoxification program is always to stop more toxins from entering your body. So here are some of the most common sources of aluminum toxicity. Commercial deodorant, switch to a natural one. Make sure it says clearly aluminum free. And this also includes the so-called natural crystal deodorants, which may contain lurking aluminum. Commercial baking powder, again, switch to a brand that says aluminum free. So it will cost a few dollars more, but it will be worth it. Aluminum foil and aluminum cookware, again, get rid of all that as well. And then switch to something that is going to be better for you in the overall. And there's different ones you could look at as well with that. And then also, be very careful with non-stick, because a lot of the non-stick, the older stuff was not healthy at all. So look to the newer ones. Vaccines. Almost every single vaccine on the market has some aluminum in it. Again, and then obviously that C word that you guys can see right here. So this will be good, and this will get you going. So it'll help reduce the intake, and then consume foods that contain silica. Silica is needed for many functions in the body. It can have anti-aging effects, as well as to help reinforce collagen elasticity in body tissues and prevent arterial plaque from clogging up blood flow. And it's also a vital component of building bone, and helps process key nutrients like magnesium, because many times it's problems with processing the magnesium is why we actually have shortages of it. And the same thing with vitamin K2. And it's vital for maintaining strong cardiovascular system, and it's an antioxidant. And as we were saying, it does reduce the level of aluminum in the body. So consume foods that detoxify the body from heavy metals. Cold press, unrefined, organic coconut oil, that's a must. Chia and flax seeds, 2 things I love to put in my shakes. Milk thistle, and that's also a great liver cleanser. Vitamin C, spirulina, and chlorella, and those really should be taken daily. And whether you choose to put them in a shake or just simply take tablets or capsules, the taste is something that a lot of people won't like. I think also, especially if you're really toxic, it's going to maybe be a little bit repugnant to you. So you might want to go with taking tablets or capsules. And foods such as garlic, cilantro, and parsley, they all can help eliminate heavy metals as well. Fresh filtered water, and plenty of it. And then number 4, use other heavy metal detoxification modalities as well. High infrared saunas, they've been shown to not only trim body fat but also detox as well. And so there's quite a few things we can do. And I'll have all these links for you guys. And this is yet another one talking, and this is from Professor Chris Exley about that silicon-rich water. And so good and bad foods for heavy metal exposure, foods to eat. Some foods can help you detoxify by getting rid of heavy metals from your body. these foods bind to the metals and remove them through the digestive process. And so, what you want to take in is cilantro, garlic, wild blueberries, lemon water, spirulina, chlorella, barley grass, juice powder, Atlantic dulse, curry, green tea, tomatoes, probiotics, and of course organic, as much as possible. And then just, basically looking at what you're taking in, making sure you're covering all the bases as far as deficiencies. And, while I'm thinking about that, there's a lot of tools that you could use to keep track of it. And even if you don't want to keep track of, what you're taking in every day, it would be a good idea. Just do it for a week. Just do it for a week, and you'll be surprised, because most of us are not getting everything we need when it comes to nutrition, and you might really be surprised. And there's calculators out there to use, and there's a ton of free ones, and some are better than others. And this is one I used for years, and there are better ones out there too. It's Fit Day. And so, you just simply, you could sign up for a free account, and it will keep track and tell you what you're taking in nutritionally. And it's a good tool. So, foods to avoid is, basically be aware of these foods and their potential. So rice, brown rice specifically, because it often contains arsenic. Some fish, we know about fish, such as larger and longer living fish, they tend to contain more mercury. Alcohol, non-organic foods as well. And here is a chelation pesto. And first was exposed to this when I got Lyme's disease, many, many years ago. And it's something that I did on a regular basis as well. And I love cilantro and I love garlic, so I didn't have a problem with this. And I'll have the recipe for you as well. But basically, it's 4 cloves of garlic, 1/3 cup Brazil nuts, 1/3 cup sunflower seeds, 1/3 cup pumpkin seeds as well, 2 cups of fresh coriander, cilantro, and organic again, 2/3 cup flaxseed oil, 4 tablespoons lemon juice, and 2 teaspoons powdered dulse seaweed, and then sea salt. And 2 teaspoons of this pesto daily for 3 weeks is purportedly enough to increase the urinary excretion of mercury, lead, and aluminum, thus effectively removing these toxic metals from our bodies. And so this is something you might want to try as well. And this is a simple baking soda detox drink. And this has a lot of good positive effects on your body as well. So drinking 1 level teaspoon of baking soda in a glass of water daily to enjoy the many health benefits that baking soda offers absorbs radiation and heavy metals, alkalizes the body, natural toothpaste, mouth freshener. As I mentioned to you guys before, coconut oil, baking soda, and essential oils of tea tree and peppermint is what we use for toothpaste, and I've been using that for years. Body exfoliant, facial scrub, deodorant, relieves itchy skin and insect bites, foot and bath soak. And over here is your mixture, and it's 1/2 teaspoon baking soda, 1 teaspoon apple cider vinegar, 1 teaspoon lemon juice, 4 ounces of water, 1 teaspoon turmeric, 1/4 teaspoon ginger, 1/8 teaspoon or pinch of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of XCT oil or MCT oil. And you could add something like stevia if you had to, or if you could manage without it, that's fine as well. So, again, we are in an environment that is basically creating toxicity in our bodies just because of everything that's in it right now. And we need to be detoxing on a regular basis and make it kind of a way of life. And you'll notice the difference. You should notice a huge difference in how you feel. So I wanted to share this with you guys. And again, as always, share what you know, share what you've tried. Please do in the comments so we could learn from each other. And, keep picking up these new bits of information from each other and moving forward, helping each other, mind, body, and spirit. That's really what it's all about, and that's really what this family is all about. And so, we learn from each other, we help each other, and we grow from each other. So as always, thanks for being part of this family. And if you did find it informative, please do give a thumbs up, click the bell, and subscribe if you haven't yet. And then make sure that you're getting all the notifications. And share so we could help others as well. As always, my friends, God bless and namaste.